CAS 103, Introduction to Computers. Columbia Gorge Community College, The Dalles, Oregon. Linda Hughitt, instructor. This video is going to talk about forum posts. Now, forum posts are like a conversation in class. If you were in the actual classroom and we were having a class discussion and somebody would make a comment and you would make a comment back, and then somebody else would add to it, and then somebody else would say something, and maybe you would speak again. Given that that is a conversation. Now, most of you wouldn't raise your hand or just speak out in a class, depending on how they're doing the discussions, to say, yeah, me too, or yeah, dude, I agree, or cool, man. Most of those types of comments usually just don't happen at a college level in a conversation. So they're not going to happen in a forum post either. So what are the guidelines for a forum post? Well, first thing is you're going to go in here and you're going to open this. This one is an introduction, and you're going to add a discussion topic. You're going to put your title in. Whatever that's going to be. You're going to write in standard English, no texting shortcuts. If a laugh out loud slips in there now and then and you're using it kind of as an emotion type thing, like, haha, I'm laughing about this, that's probably okay, but I wouldn't go much further. It's not appropriate, it's not college level work, and there could be people in the class that wouldn't know how to read texting language. Not everybody texts. I've always joked that I wouldn't speak to my children anymore if I hadn't learned to text, so I do text. But this is not the place. That's the point. And then you're going to introduce yourself. Now, since you don't want to watch me type for 5 minutes, we're going to kind of quit there. So how long is long enough? Well, probably in the 50 to 100 word range is an appropriate length for a college post. A paragraph, a 4 or 5 sentence paragraph is probably kind of your minimum on your original post. Then you're going to slide down here and you're going to make some decisions. On each forum, you can choose to get emails. The nice thing about getting the emails is you can kind of read through them as they come. You don't have to go log in. You don't have to read through them all there. You're catching them as they come by. And if something interests you, you can hit reply or see the post in context. You can go out to Moodle and quickly reply to that person. So that's a really nice feature. The bad feature is it is a boatload of email in your email box. And so if you aren't checking it frequently and you come back, in 5 days, you're going to be swamped. But remember, one of the requirements for this class is you're basically checking your email every 48 hours, and you're checking in on the class in the instructor's forum the same amount of time. You shouldn't be gone for more than about 2 days at a time. Otherwise, you're kind of like disappearing from class, not showing up. And checking in is your attendance for this. So I decide if I'm going to get the emails or not. On the instructor's forum, you have to get the emails. The rest are your choice. And then you're going to post it to the forum. You're going to have 30 minutes to edit, so if you notice a typo, you can go in here and you can click here, and you can go in and edit it and fix your typo. Now, let's say this wasn't me, this was you that had posted that. I can go in and I can hit reply right here, and reply will allow me now to continue the conversation from what you said. Well, hi, it's really nice to meet you. I attend Columbia Gorge Community College, da-da-da-da-da. How long should your replies be? Probably 30 to 50 words minimum. Much under 30, why did you bother? Often longer is a little bit better than not long enough. All right, this is not a place for sarcasm. It's not a place to get into an argument with somebody else. You can respectfully disagree. There aren't too many hot topics in this class. What type of software do you like? Yeah, probably not going to provoke a real big argument. But just as a general rule for college classes, forums are not places for arguments. Once you've posted your reply, you make that same decision and hit post to forum. Now, obviously mine's not anywhere near long enough, but it gives you the idea of the mechanics of how this should start to look. It should start to look like the big original post you've made, and then the follow-up replies that other students make. And when you come in, each person that started, you will see their post, and you can go in and reply to them. Now, is this required? Yes. Not only on the introduction, but every week there is a required forum. You are required to do your post, and then you're required to do at least one reply. If you don't, you lose enough points throughout the term that you could basically drop a grade. Not doing your forums could move you from an A to a B to a C, or a C to a D. So the forums are really important. They're like free points almost. It's, I won't say impossible to get a low score in a forum, but it's hard. It just means you didn't bother to write enough. So please make sure you're doing your forums. They do make a difference.